Hey, hey, great day, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of WoW, which means Wheel of Wisdom, with Allison and Emmy. We are just on here waiting for Miss Allison to come on, and I know she's going to come on anytime. While we're waiting, I will show you if you're new. I'm Emmy, by the way. If you haven't figured that part out, of course. But if you're on my page, you probably have. So we let the wheel spin and tell us what we're going to be talking about. Our 6 topics are self-love, joy, gratitude, intuition, authenticity, and moving through fear. So, if those topics are of interest to you, you are in the right place, and we cannot wait to chat some more with you. We also love it when our viewers request to join too. So, like Instructor Mike, how you doing? If you want to come on, we're like, yeah, just request to join because we totally love to have more people in the conversation. I think there's Miss Allison. I see her, and we're going to get her on. Go live with Allison. She should be coming on. There she is.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How to get cold. I got to put my hair up. I got to take it down. I
The day
got hot
of life.
flashes in my
We
hair.
are good, Mike. We're good. How are you? We have Instructor Mike. I explained to everybody what we do, how it goes while I was waiting for you. So everybody is all up to speed. I told them we love having, guests on the show as well. So for now, let's just pop on out and spin the wheel. Oh, I am coming on the earbuds. Okay, I wasn't sure because I'm like, the sound is coming through. It's very weird. At any rate, oh no, that's not true. The sound from the computer is coming through. So I'm going to get rid of my earbuds. Intuition. All righty. Well, Miss Allison, intuition is your topic of expertise. So why don't you get us started on that?
Yeah, I want to say that intuition is that lifeline that everyone is looking for when they're in that space of yuck. That yuck where if you're looking to create something and you don't think it's being created, right? Or if something has happened and it's dissatisfying and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I don't know where to go. Like if there's that space of confusion that happens to every single human being at some point. Um, Intuition is that lifeline because it gives us that space to the ideas, the inclinations, the motivation, the way to go from feeling like crap to feeling a little better. It's the thing that like it's going here, try this, try this, try this. Like you want to feel better, here's an idea. Here's a sensation. I mean, I can't tell you how like it's a 24/7 thing for me now. Because there are periods where I like totally dip. I'm like, it's over. I give up. I'm done. Just take me now. Like I'm done. More often than I probably should admit. But um, at that point when I'm like, I'm done. I hear this voice goes, honey, no, you're not. Think about think about something. And most recently, I was just telling you before that um, I'm looking out at the weather, and the weather is very different than it used to be. I don't get to do outside sports. There isn't any snow, but my youngest wants me to take her skiing. And I was like, oh, woo. And then I got all motivated, inspired, and I was finding snow pants and finding gloves, and it gave me something. And the idea was given to me as a lifeline because I was feeling like garbage yesterday. So it pulled me back to something to think about
So
positively.
true. So true. I think that I didn't really ever think about it in that way. For me, it was just my GPS, if I want to say. But of course, it is my GPS. Like, that's not wrong. And of course, my GPS is going to, where do we want to get? Is to like, joy, fulfillment, feeling good, all of that. And so, of course, we're going to want to go towards feeling better. and or feeling good. And I don't even like that word. We're going to want to move towards higher vibrations, which do feel good, of course. And so that's true as well. So true. And the interesting thing is that I don't think it's only that we have not been taught to use our intuition as a society, but also that we've actively been taught to ignore the wisdom of our intuition. Because, you know, some people get it as a gut feeling, other people get it in different ways, but it's often talked about that way. So let's just say trust your gut, right? So yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, trust your gut. But then if your gut tells you like, this is a creepy situation, like maybe I shouldn't, you know, you'll have your parents saying, no, 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 come on in. Like, you know, if you're a little kid, like, what are you doing? Hug grandma. Well, like maybe your intuition's like, I don't want to hug grandma. I feel so uncomfortable. Like, blah, blah, blah. That happened with my daughter, for example. Like she's not a hugger. She's not feel comfortable hugging. And yet in her dad's culture, that's just not even an option. Like you hug your parents. You don't even like, that's disrespectful. Like, well, she wasn't doing it to be disrespectful. It just didn't feel good to her body and her, you know, her soul, her being. And yet she was definitely forced to do it. And like, why do you force people to do shit that doesn't feel good to them? Like, holy crap. Totally going against your intuition. Your intuition's telling you, no, no, no. And I mean, oftentimes, especially kids, holy shit, kids are way more like tuned into their intuition than we are, you know, because they're not conditioned out of it yet. And, you know, if their intuition tells them, like, I mean, like I said, mine's just not a hugger, period. But let's say it was like grandpa, which she never knew either grandpa. So this is just totally theoretical, you know. But like, let's say it was like, you know, oh, don't hug grandpa. Well, maybe that's because grandpa's a pedophile. Like, we don't know. Right? But she would have an intuitive nudge about why it's not good to hug, whatever. And we are just actively taught against doing it. And even in the make yourself feel better, like, well, only make yourself feel better if it, you know, makes someone else feel better. Well, fuck that shit. This is what I'm here to say. Okay? Fuck that shit. Do what it is that your intuition is telling you every fucking time. Can you tell I'm passionate about this? I'm adding the F word. Every time. And then life is going to go better for you. Like, it's just simply, it's a simple math equation. Like, that's really what it is. Simple.
I think one of the, as you're talking about that, I think one of the reasons why people are dissuaded from using their intuition, especially in relationships like parent-child or spousal relationships, or even, you know, colleagues or whatever, I think this comes from, this is just my, you know, narrative, that when we're trying to dissuade someone from using their intuition, it's because we think in the persuasion of that we need them to do it our way in order for us to get what it is we want and need, whatever that is. Everything from feeling better, feeling less fear, because in the parent-child relationship, I think there's a lot of persuasion to follow the parents' inner guidance or the parents' rules because they're scared their kids are going to do something or something's going to happen. But we don't understand that the child's intuition and our intuition is leading us down the path of all the experiences that we need, right? The experiences that we need. And the perception might be, oh, that's a bad experience, so I'm going to try to, you know, get you to not follow your intuition so you don't end up in a bad experience. But it's the experience the person needs. And not to say that intuition is leading you into bad experiences. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you follow your intuitive hunch, you may end up in places where other people don't appreciate them. Like you take a job that your parents don't want you to take because they don't think it's going to make a lot of money, or don't date that person because I don't like the way they look or the what they say. It's like the fear, we try to, you know, do it, but the person needs to follow their own inner guidance, and it's not leading them down a wrong path
And
at all.
I want to clarify that when I'm saying, like, you know, just do it, I'm not saying do it to be wrong to other people, because when we follow our intuition, it's always in our highest and best good. And since we're all connected and all one, it's really in the highest and best good of everyone. We don't always see what's in the highest and best good for us right now. I can use an example of like something happened with my son, and I was like really pissed at him. Like, he's, oh my gosh, he's so inconsiderate. He's so blah blah blah, and this is like inconveniencing me, and got me to the gym 2 hours early because I was supposed to go pick him up, and then he forgot to tell me, blah blah. Anyways, and I was pissed. I was like super frustrated and thinking. Oh. Then I thought, oh, wait a second. I just saved money on gas, which is amazing. I, saved myself a trip out of my way, also amazing. It allowed me to have
Mm-hmm.
time to have a conversation with someone that I hadn't had time to have earlier because now I had all this free time. And it also allowed me an opportunity to show him, my son, in a real life way, why treatment for the condition that he has is critical because everybody's like, oh, it's all about school. It's not all about school. It's about your life. It's about your life and making your life easier and
Mm-hmm.
better for you and letting there be more flow in your life. And so it was the perfect example outside of school to say why this treatment, or any treatment, but this is the treatment he's chosen,
Mm-hmm.
is important. And so of course, it was in our highest and best good. It was absolutely in our highest and best good that he follow his intuition to just go away without telling me and da 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 and whatever. And for me, it just it always is, even though we may not do it in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
always. Okay, Emma.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of being led and then getting in a situation where you think you've been misled. But if you just pause and look around, you can take a leap from there and you're getting more of the stuff that you want and need. I mean, that's the human perception is we need to just back away from everything being, or not everything, but something being bad. And how can I get the most? How can I tap into this moment and find what I need? Intuition can help me. It's just, it's like, it's not, it is the way forward. We have to honor this aspect of ourselves. There is no other roadmap. There is no other way forward that is as smooth, as innovative, as logical. It really is logical. People that don't put it in the bucket of logical, I'm like, dude, it's super logical. It's saving you time. It's saving you money. It's saving you energy. It's like, how is that not
100%.
logical?
100%. So I want to say hi to Emma and Veronica. And, I saw the heart, so thank you. And if you have anything to, comment about it, question about intuition, if what we say lands well with you, let us know what it is. If it's not landing well with you, let us know. Like, this is a discussion. It's not a lecture here. So we want to know. We want to know what you're thinking. What's your intuition saying about this conversation?
Emma is one of the presenters inside of the
Amazing.
new
Tell us what Emma's
community.
going to present about.
Mhm. Writing. So she's a writer. So we're going to be talking about the intuitive aspect of writing and finding your muse. So it's such a cool. I'm like, that is such a thing that I love that I can't wait to also celebrate movement as well. You're going to be doing movement inside there, but all of these things that I love. I mean, my favorite part is like, it's just really all about me, you guys. Okay.
Join you so you can experience
So
more
anyway,
of
so
what
maybe that leads us
Allison
to
loves. That's what you should
go
do.
ahead.
But you know what? The amazing thing is that is like this is again a perfect example. You followed your intuition. You're asking people that, are aligned with you and who bring excitement and interest and, passion to your life. And that's going to draw in the right people that you would want to work with anyways, right? Like you don't want to work with people who have no interest in what you're doing, what you're teaching, what you're passionate about. Of course not. So it's another perfect example of using intuition. I love that. Emma, I can't wait to meet you. I don't know what day you're presenting, but I'm in the community. I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. And Veronica is a photographer who did my 40 over 40 shoot. So I'm now in a beautiful magazine that she, produced, as well as like I have, of course, it was about a year ago that we did it. So I have all my gorgeous digital images. So if you see like a picture of me that's a professional photo, chances are Veronica took it. So
Yeah, you have some really good ones. They're gorgeous. So yes, Veronica, you do great
yeah.
work. Thank you for joining us. They're beautiful. I'm sure it's intuitively guided to some respect for you because usually that beauty comes from higher guidance, right? You're put the photo here, put the person here, do the image now, click here, like all of that. It's just such a
Oh,
flow
she was
state.
totally in flow state. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And it's been
Yeah.
my pleasure too, Veronica, to work with you. So that's awesome. Well, why don't we tell people what we're up to? I love yourness is super exciting. So, Helen.
All right, so this is like I'm playing the long game with this, right? Like this community has just opened the doors. Like it's brand new. There's some of the speakers have joined. There's a handful of new members in there, and I just did a video this morning that I finally got it to work right, to do an introduction, but it's really about connection. It's about connection to yourself, but also to others who are on this same path of honing their voice, their intuition, their confidence, and not looking outside to somebody else to give them the answers. And it's a tricky thing because we get lured into that so easily with marketing. But there's going to be coaching with me on different topics in there, and intuition on transforming fear and limiting beliefs, on authenticity. There's a social meetup. There's a book club because, like I said, I like it, so I designed it, and there's a book club. What else? It's just a bunch of stuff that just supports a person being their own guru, right? The community's open. If you want to join, if you see this, you want to join, there's a founder's offer for $13 a month. It's redonkulous. It's so good. It's not going to last forever, though. And the thing is, I don't market based on scripts. So I don't know when the price is going up, and I don't know what it's going to go up to until I do. Right now, it's $13. It will not be that way forever. When and to what? I don't know. I'm just doing this based on a feeling, a flow. And that's what it is for now. So if you like it,
No, I love it.
come on in.
Definitely she's playing the long game because you could tell she's not getting rich on $13 a month for sure. Even if she had 100
right
people
now.
in the community right from the get-go, that's still only $130 a month. Like, this is the long game. And I'm going to tell you, it's not about FOMO. I just know and love Allison and work with her, not only on this, which all of you, every time you come on, it's like, yeah, we get great comments. We know you love her and our duo. Also, she is also my mentor in the Accelerate Your Mojo program, so I can tell you she's freaking amazing. And one thing that you said, Allison, that I just want to tweak, because people hear things in certain ways. I mean, we all hear things in different ways. So I just want to add to it is that, yes, no one is your guru. Okay, you are your own guru. And we're not meant to do this alone. We are social beings. We are meant to be in community. So I love that you're creating a community where like-minded people can get together. And the genius, which is like the genius of the room, is, I think, always smarter than any one person. And I didn't make that word up. It's a real thing. You can Google it. Genius. It's a real word. It is. And and we all need help sometimes. So although we are our own guru, we don't need to do it alone. Okay, like I have Allison as my mentor, and it doesn't mean she has all the answers and I have none. It doesn't mean she's smarter than me. She's my guru. No, it means like, hey, as we talk through things, she has a different perspective, which she'll, think. She does have different knowledge than I have. Like, this is how it works, right? Like, we don't know everything in this exact moment, right? As a human being, we don't. So getting help from other people is a phenomenal way to get things done faster, easier, And so this is incredible to be part of this community and be able to receive coaching from Allison. Like, I'm eternally grateful. She asked me to be a speaker, and then she put me in the community. I'm like, do I have to start paying? And she's like, no, you're a speaker. You just get to go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, amazing value for me. So I'm excited to be in it. I would have been paying for sure. I mean, $13 a month is nothing. And so I would have been paying. It's amazing. So I urge you, if you're at all interested, check it out. I also love that, she's not tying anybody into any kind of 3-month, 6-month commitment. That nothing. You go in for a month, you hate it, you leave, and you don't get charged again. Like, if you cancel your membership or whatever.
Part of it is also to invoke a different mindset. People think they have, there's this weird thing that we do. Like, if I have to pay $2,000, somehow it's worth more than my $13. And the thing is, I have paid shitloads of money to people and got nothing from it. Nothing. I'm like, okay, we need to flip this narrative. You don't have to pay a lot to get high quality coaching and content. I pay people that I follow, now that I think about it, probably $50 a month, 2 different people, not to 25 and 25 that I love their, and this isn't a one, it's like a recording I get from them because I value it so much. So it's like I invest in my own expansion for the people I love. I want to invite you to invest in your own expansion and just get rid of this narrative that unless you pay 2, 3, 4, 5. Now there are people that do pay me to coach one-on-one, but in the group one, I'm trying to flip that stinking narrative. It's like, it's just ridiculous. So I'm trying to get rid of the money block for a lot of people that would like to have access to quality content and coaching, but don't have the money to pay. I have a blessed life. I can do this. I can price it like this, and I'm gonna be fine. But if you want it, come get it. It's there. It won't be there forever.
I love it. It's amazing. Well, that is awesome. And I am shifting things a little bit. I mean, I have right now, literally right now, we are at day 2 of the Stop Self-Sabotage series. It's just a free 5-day series where I'm sending prompts to your IG mailbox. And because we're on day 2, I'm happy to catch you up. If you're interested, DM me right after you see this. You just say I'm in, and I'm happy to send that to you. I always have my 3-week Rise to Energize challenge where you can try out Intensati, and in the end, if you do the challenge, you can say, didn't really love it, I'd like my money back, great, or you can use it towards your first full month for free. So that's the short and long of it. You can get all the details of it on my website, and I don't know if I've updated the website to say it also includes recording. So if you are like, I'm not getting up at 6:10 a.m. Eastern, like, I mean, for Allison, that would be 5:10 a.m., right? Maybe you live on the West Coast and it's 2:10 a.m. or 3:10 a.m. You're clearly not waking up. Well, I shouldn't judge, but most people are not waking up at that time. Or maybe at 6:10 a.m. it's just, it's still, you're not a morning person or whatever. For whatever reason, 6:10 a.m. Eastern doesn't work for you. Now there's a recording option as well. So don't let the time be your, like, oh, I can't do it. If you want to do it, you can do it now. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is just, I'm so excited. Literally, before I got on a call with Allison, I checked out my my new email signature, a new kind of like a one sheet for my Educators Matter program that I'm going to be literally launching to educators, to like principals and administrators of schools, to help educators. It's going to be incredible. And that I'm starting tomorrow because I didn't want to like bombard them, day one back. So that's phenomenal. So if you are an educator who's like, what, mental health matters? Oh, our mental health matters? And you're like, help my school or my school board, or maybe you're an administrator and you're like, yeah, you know what, we could use some of that. I know. I mean, only 35% of administrators in Ontario last year agreed that their school had the necessary resources to support their staff mental well-being. So if you're one of the 65% who's like, yeah, we don't have it, reach out. I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm an educator of 22 years, and I know the struggles. So I'm here. I'm excited to be able to offer this. It's going to be phenomenal. So we're both just on fire right now.
Yeah, you're fantastic at dance and movement and mindset, and like, whoo, those schools need it. Man, do they need it.
Yeah, I mean, and it helps the educators and the students. That's the exciting thing. Like, I have not seen a program that offers both. Like, I just haven't. And I've done, market research to see in my area. And I'm not saying there isn't anyone anywhere in the world, but I can't find it in our area. That's for darn sure. So, and I don't care if you're in Ontario or not. You can be in the States. You could be in Germany. It doesn't matter. If you think your community, your school community would benefit from it, reach out.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that in all of my work in the school system. I mean, it's phenomenal. Yeah, it's great. I really, really hope that they see the value.
I trust they will. It's also a long game thing, but I trust they will. So here we are playing the long game, following our intuition. We hope you will too. If you have any questions, any comments about it, reach out. We are here. We love you. We are going to be switching our day and time as of next week. It's going to be Wednesdays. Oh, gosh. We talked about a bunch of things.
At 1 p.m. Central Standard. 2 p.m. Eastern,
That's
which
it.
is something
Figure it
else in
out
other
if you
time
need to
zones
switch
now.
time zones,
But
but that's where we will be. And so
yep.
we'll see you next week on Wednesday. And I think it'll be a little bit easier to remember because wow and Wednesday, I like alliteration. So it'll be wow Wednesdays, you know? So, mhm.
Nice.
We'll see you
Bravo. Well
on wow
done, us.
Wednesdays,
Yay.
everybody. Sending love. Bye.
Bye.